today we have with us Ashish Bhutani, CEO of Bhutani Group, Bhutani Infra, and it's a pleasure to have you with us at Realty Plus. Ashish, if I can call you Ashish.
Please.
First of all, let me ask you about this place where we are sitting, Noida, Greater Noida, especially with so much of infrastructure development happening here, Jewar Airport coming up. How do you see the potential of this place, this region?
See, very honestly, I think Noida will not only be the epicenter of India, Noida, the Gautam Budh Nagar, Jewar, this entire belt will be the epicenter of entire Asia. Not only it will become an industrial hub, a manufacturing hub, a tourist hub, a fintech hub, it will take care of every vertical in such a beautiful way. The only reason why I say that, meticulously planned, and the way everything has come up has been astounding. From the very basic, the way the roads are built, the drainage system, I have never seen a better planned city anywhere in India, to be very honest.
True. So some people call it second cousin to Gurgaon. What do you have to say on that?
See, I do not compare Noida to anything, very honestly. That is a beautiful place. Gurugram is a beautiful place, of course. But Noida comes with its own strengths, its own advantages,
Right.
location-wise, infrastructure, the kind of companies that are now coming in, taking mega campuses, which has never happened anywhere in North India before.
That's right.
So that's all positive signs coming in.
That's right. Yeah, as you rightly said, each region, each location, each micro market has its positives, negatives. They have their own characteristics.
Absolutely.
Recently, government has come. Delhi NCR. The circle rates have been high. Do you think
Absolutely.
it's going to dampen the sentiments for real estate?
I think it will not dampen, it will in fact increase or enhance the sentiments, for a simple reason being, it brings in more transparency. And now residential pricing soaring high, banks will find it much easier to give loan on the true value, because they can only give loans to a certain extent, and with circle rates when they were low, it was not that much of an advantage. But I think when circles rate rise, the price actually rises accordingly. So I think it's a very, very positive sign.
Yeah, I think they are saying it's more like now it's coming on
It's
the
at
right
par, yes,
at
yes.
par with what the market is.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Right. But in terms of home buyers, let's not talk about the luxury, because the luxury home buyers are a different segment. But in terms of other home buyers, other segment home buyers, is it going to, because there have been a lot of reports where they say sales are going down, in top 8 cities.
See, very honestly, sales are going comparative down to last year, because for the last 3 years, real estate was facing a euphoria. As you can say, as a honeymoon period,
Right.
as some would call it, it was a dream
Very
run.
correct.
But now that markets are correcting themselves, it says the golden opportunity for those investors who had not stepped in earlier to come in now and get real estate at prices that have been corrected and not prevalent for the last 2.5, 3 years. So I think now is a time when people can actually start buying. It will definitely, for a short run when prices are being corrected, people take a caution, they slow down. But when the prices bottom out, then absolutely you see a surge like never before. So now is the time for people, whoever are thinking, whoever waiting, to jump in the wagon.
Yeah, correct. So as Ashish is saying, real estate had its dream run, especially after COVID. Now it is stabilizing. There are some price corrections, and for those who are sitting on the fence, this is the right time to come in.
Absolutely the right time to get on the wagon.
Okay. Now let me, slightly take a different turn. There was a lot of talk about WTC and your association with WTC. So, your comments on that? How you are taking it? Where is this going?
World Trade Center, we were basically, what had happened, I'll give you a quick brief. We were given a dream by our entire management that like there is Oppo and Vivo, there are multiple companies under the same vertical. So we also thought that Bhutani Group, World Trade Center, when it comes, it is a company which is under a lot of trouble. In last year, somebody approached us and they said this company is actually willing to deliver anything. There are thousands of HNIs involved who are suffering, who have not gotten their homes, who have not gotten the deliveries as of yet. So we thought it is a golden opportunity not only to make a company parallel to what Bhutani Infra is, because WTC World Trade Center is a very big
Yes,
name in
of course.
India.
Mhm.
But also to give deliveries to all these stuck people, thousands of them, and thereby making a very decent name for ourselves also. And India's image was being suffered globally because of what was happening. So it was a two-in-one thing what we could have achieved. But as we deep dived into it, as we saw what was happening, there were certain people who had malintentions. Certain people, I would not like to name, very specific group, who were creating problems and hiccups for us to proceed further in the deal. Rather than trying to fight them out in court and dragging them, it was impossible for a company of our stature to be going and fighting with certain people, and that is why we publicly announced that after only a few months that we will not be going. In fact, we are the victims. We lost a lot of money trying to revive, but we honored our word, of course, goes without saying.
Yeah, I think a lot of developers are doing where they are taking over the stalled projects and completing them with their own, because the strengths that they have. And I think it would have been a great opportunity if Bhutani Infra could get those home buyers their
Absolutely.
Projects.
It was a very specific set of home buyers, very few people who made sure that this could not have been done. I still don't understand what malintentions they had. They were trying to do protests and banners that I don't know what their intentions were, very honestly, but it was definitely to stall the project so they can get some maximum gain. They were collecting a few thousand from every stuck customer that we will fight out here. It's very sad.
Yeah, it
that
is sad.
certain
it is sad.
people with such small malintentions can derail a big company like World Trade Center. It's just saddening.
That's lesson hard learned, I think. So, but coming from controversy to ambition, Bhutani Bayview International Film City,
Bayview
which
Bhutani,
is
yes.
coming up in Noida. If you'll tell us about that, what that is.
It is a dream project for any dreamer, that I would say. The kind of industry, film industry, that the North India deserves. There was no official setup over here, and 5 minutes away from the airport again is an ambition, I would say, for any celebrity. With the amount of traveling that the A-listers have to do now, they're in Chennai, from there they have to travel to Kerala, to Delhi, to Jammu, Lucknow, all over basically they have to travel. And once with so much traveling, the place they are shooting, imagine you are just 5 minutes away and you can take a flight at will with literally much cleaner air than the center of any city, be it Delhi or Mumbai. It is something of a magnitude that has never been even imagined before. With the guidance of very prominent people, Mr. Kapoor and I, that we are consulting, with the numerous number of film cities we have visited, we actually aim to make it the best film city of the world. It is an international film city. Not only you will see local shootings happening here, we are already talking to multiple franchisees all across the world for them to be ready, because see, movie shootings are planned way in advance.
Right.
So when we are ready to get the first shootings done, we should not be then inviting people. So we are already in the process of asking them what they want, rather than us presenting a platter. We are saying this is of course what we are planning, but whatever you want we can inculcate now so you can shoot. And we are even ready to sign MOUs with those people. It is again a dream that Mission Impossible 10 or 11 is being shot in India, completely being shot in India. See, the back end in India is so beautiful, and if you can give the infrastructure to match it,
That is true.
with the kind of buildings that is required, with the kind of entire atmosphere that is required, secured and right next to an airport, with so much greenery and golf, I think it's...
The location is definitely one of the plus points. What's the scale of the project? How much, the area?
The phase one that has been allotted to us is 230 acres. The entire film city will be 1,000 acres as and when it is expanded. and 230 acres is self-sufficient in itself. But once the kind of scale, the truly international scale that we want to achieve, will only be done once the entire vision is brought to life.
That's a huge size of the project.
Absolutely.
And if those who don't know, this is with Boni Kapoor that you are doing.
Baby, yes, Mr. Boni Kapoor.
Yeah. So I'm sure everyone knows Boni Kapoor. So what has been his contribution, his inputs for this project?
It is beyond words the amount of experience and expertise he brings into the whole thing. The way he describes things, the way his contacts are, the entire universe that you say of movie production. He has been plugged in for so many years. He has seen so many failures around of film cities that he knew what not to do. Exactly what all not to do and what to do. What are the right things? What are the right mixtures that need to be put in to make it the most successful place, God willingly, in Asia.
Yeah.
And probably the world. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, finger crossed. We are looking forward to it. And in fact, rather than knowing what to do, it is more important to know what not to do.
Absolutely, I agree. Once you know what not to do, it trickles down
to
a lot
doing
of
the
things.
right things.
Yes.
How about the government support? Because this is a huge project. How
It
has
has
government
been beyond words the amount of support the government has given in every way. I am thankful from the bottom of my heart is an understatement. The way they have done things so professionally without wasting any time. It is again
because
a dream for us.
approvals is something all
And it
developers.
was done in a matter of hours. Yes.
Okay.
This should actually be a role model for everybody to see the way the government is working now for entire world, I would say.
Right.
That beautifully the
So
work
maybe
is
we'll
happening.
see a lot of Mumbai film industry moving to now Noida Film City.
See, once a movie theater is existing and another movie theater opens, that doesn't cut down the
Yeah,
audience for the
that's
first. So we in no way want to take away business. We want to expand the universe. As I said, see, India has a population of almost 140, 1.4 now.
Right.
Billion. So understand what happens with that is the kind of audience that we have. We are not making enough movies.
Right, that's true.
The amount of movies that can be made and how that can happen. Our concept is simple. We'll have a training facility in here also, wherein you bring a script and you walk out with a movie. From actors to technicians to producers, they'll all be studying here. Local people coming from all around. And that is when true progress happens. In fact, we have kept a budget later on when everything is ready to produce X number of movies per annum to make sure that the people who are studying in those training institutes or
They get
getting
exams,
trained, they actually get real jobs. And sometimes beautiful scripts never see the light of the day.
That is true.
We want to make sure that after this amazing place gets into action, they do.
Any timelines for this
Yes,
that you have?
3 years, God willingly, we want to start the first shooting.
Okay, fantastic. That's a huge project that we are looking forward because it's going to be such a big support to the film industry, which is right now seeing a lot
Absolutely.
of challenges.
I completely agree with you. Sai Kripa, entire Bollywood will not only get
Obviously.
revived, the entire movie industry across India, people who are still struggling will get revived, and people who are doing well, it will only add wings to their.
Yeah, that's true. Fantastic. Any new segments that you are entering now apart from retail? Commercial, you are already there. Retail is there now. The movies, Film City. Any other segment now that you are planning to enter, or have you forayed into?
Absolutely, we are planning to enter wellness in a very big way. We call it Navi. With Navi and what we realized is retail centers need a new anchor space now, and one of the anchor spaces that is. And with Navi, what we are planning to do is people are working on longevity, on gym, on various treatments, but right now they are lost because with social media doing so much of reels, one reel would say something, second would say something. It is absolutely confusing now. It's absolute chaos. We are helping Navi navigate through that chaos.
Okay.
That is the aim, where we say this is one center where you come in and down the line you become the best version of yourself. And that is the aim. Whoever wants to look a certain way, they want to lose weight, they want to gain weight, they want to build muscle, hair, whatever, be it longevity, anything to everything under one center, and that is the dream and that is the plan.
Okay. So how are you going about it? It's been launched.
First, we are launching it at our centers, and we are 3 upcoming this year. And God willingly, we'll keep adding on to numbers throughout India in the years to come.
So starting with Delhi NCR.
Absolutely, starting with Delhi NCR.
Okay, fantastic. How do you see, what's your strategy for growth? Are you, your strategy is JVs, your strategy is land acquisitions or high asset acquisitions? What's your growth strategy?
See, very honestly, it depends on the asset. Real estate cannot ever follow a strict strategy. We have to always be flexible to the need of the hour. There will be times when residential is very high in demand. There will be times when commercial is high in demand. Sometimes it's a mix of both. Sometimes it's best to just calm down and look at what is happening. So no fixed strategy can be in this. It is again very dynamic, and you have to always be ready for the challenges of the market.
So one day at a time.
Absolutely true. It's 1 hour at a time with real estate.
Okay, all right. Any new partnerships or something that you would like to talk about that you are getting into or you're planning?
Right now, we are most excited about Navi, as I said. That is our foremost thing. Of course, apart from the film city, that's our dream. And apart from that, second I would rate Navi Wellness.
Okay, yes. Fantastic. Here I would just like to mention we are coming up with our women event, women icon conclave. We are coming with our 40 under 40 conclave. Your message for the women who are in real estate and for the younger generation who is in, you are yourself very young, but still the others who are coming into this segment.
To them I would like to say, they always used to say, behind every successful man there is a woman. And I would now like to correct it with real estate, and we do lead by example. It's always walking side by side now.
Yeah.
Now men take pride that women are doing so well in real estate. They are running companies. Now I personally know of promoters who are single-handedly running the companies now, and it's such a good feeling. Rewind 20 years, and if somebody would said a girl would be running a real estate company, no one would have believed that. They would have probably laughed. And look at how well they are doing now, which is actually good for the society. It doubles the number of people, right?
Yeah.
Who can do real estate.
The population who's adding to the economy, it comes up 50% of the population.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a very happy situation for anybody.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very proud of entire India. Not only of women, of men also, who have been welcoming, who have actually broken the stereotype.
That's true.
It is just a very, very nice situation.
It goes, on both ways. It's not men or women.
Absolutely,
or men versus,
it has to be together. Absolutely.
Yeah. For the younger generation who plan to be in real estate, because real estate still has that, it's unorganized, it's a little difficult. But those who really want to step into it, then we are in fact seeing a lot of IIT people, who want to be part of the industry.
It is the second largest employer in India after agriculture. It employs more than 18% of the population, of the working population, that is. You have to understand real estate. If you want to enter for money, I would never ever suggest. It is something that can only be done with passion. There is no working hours. You literally be working 24 hours. You can take holidays if you are lucky, that is. But yeah, once you see that building standing, once you see people occupying it, every effort that you have done is not only worth it, it's 100x worth it. When your dream actually comes to shape, the kind of happiness you see passing by it every day, no words can explain that. No money can justify it.
Okay.
It is for people. I actually believe real estate in India is one of the hardest segments to be in. For a simple reason, everybody is ready to crucify it in a second. And what people don't realize is the amount of units that are promised every year and the amounts that actually get delivered are more than 90%. Less than 10% are the deliveries that get stuck. But still,
And sometimes for no fault of a developer, probably.
I would not comment on that. But what the sad part is, the remaining people who are actually delivering get to suffer. No matter where you go, whichever place you go, you are always looked upon as
Like, it's a bad name when you say
that you are a developer, which is
changing
which
now.
I think it's changing with the quality of deliveries that developers are now giving. Real estate will always be the backbone of any developed country, as you have many examples in the world.
Of course.
India will take its time getting there, but when it gets done, I think
So, like a lot of experts say, Indian real estate is still a very, a new industry because the regulations have just come in. Till now, it was.
I would just like to stop you. You have taken words out of my mouth. It is not yet an industry.
It is not
Which
yet an
real estate
industry.
has been asking for a very, very long time.
So, yes.
But yes, one day, yes, it is a very nascent stage as of now. But the day real estate realizes its own potential, what amount of good it can do for the country, when developers get away from that little greed element and actually start working for the country, you will realize what real estate can actually do for the country and what the country can do for the real estate.
That is true. That is true. On that note, that's right. What Ashish just mentioned is, for any country, real estate is one of the biggest sectors or the backbone of the economy, which goes true for India also. And as Ashish said, passion and patience. Anyone who is looking at real estate, this is the two mantras that he has given: have the passion for the sector and be patient. It's a a game of patience and perseverance.
Absolutely.
Ashish is an example of it. And we are expecting very many new innovations from Ashish.
That's
from
what we
Bhutani
are famous
Infra.
for.
We have already heard about the film city, which is going to be pride of India, which is going to be a beautiful project that we are looking forward to. And Navi, as he mentioned, that again, everyone is into wellness, especially after COVID. Everyone has started realizing, we want to start looking after ourselves.
Absolutely.
And this is where probably an initiative like Navi can make a lot of difference to people's life. On that note, that positive note, that yes, Indian real estate can do a lot for the country, and the country needs to also realize the importance and the value of this sector, which is yet to become an industry. But thank you so much, Ashish, for giving your time to us and talking to Realty Plus. It's a pleasure meeting you today.
Thank you.